Yes, I get thanks. Thanks for tuning in again. Welcome to Crystal Delphia. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself at this time. Yes, give Isis and give honor to her Imperial Majesty, Holy Omega I. Seeing, we pay homage to the Mother, the Father, and the Son, the Holy Einity, or Trinity. Seeing, so, vitality, truth, abundance, vitality, truth, abundance. Now, as you see, once again, I have a green stone, a golden stone, and a red stone placed in front of a red, yellow, and green candle, or red, yellow, and green candles, excuse me. Now, for those who have been reasoning with I reasoned with you before on how you can activate your gemstones by putting them next to your candles, and how the colors coordinate, the planets coordinate, and all of those things. When you line these things up, your gemstones will definitely be in tune on one. You already know. With you, seeing, the gemstones was already in tune on the one. It was you that wasn't, seeing. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I try to give you some things that you can apply versus a bunch of just philosophy and, speculation and theories. I know there's a lot of that floating around on the internet, and I don't want you to get lost in the sauce scene, so I bring you back to the source itself scene. Now, today's message is brought to you, of course, by Blue Lace Agate, or Blue Lace Agate. You already know. The stone of the day is Malachite. Seen? They call it the transformation stone. This helps you with all types of transformation. The transformations in life that come with overwhelming emotions. When you are moving from one stage in life to another, sometimes there's a lot of obstacles involved in that, and you might need something to help, something to bring ease to that emotional, what I would say, what's the word, emotional unbalance, whatever that feeling that you have when you're going through it. Here in Crystal Delphia, we don't get too wrapped up in being extra technical. See, we're very non-orthodox. You already know. Anyway, I call the Malachite stone the Melchizedek stone, or Melchizedek, or whatever, or from whatever language you want to say that name. See, yes, we already know that who they call Yesus, or so-called Jesus, or Yahushua, belong to the order of Melchizedek, this old mystery Essene order that everyone loves to speak about, seeing. So I reasoned with you guys before on how in 1930 when Haile Selassie was crowned in Ethiopia, that was the rebirth of the Rastafari movement, but also the rebirth of the what they call Gnostics that were murdered and assassinated by the hands of the Vatican and their religious zealots. See, now, of course, you see the sigil or the sign for the sun, or the symbol for the sun, excuse me, on the yellow candle. And you see the symbol, the astrological symbol for Venus, and the astrological symbol for Mars. I don't want you to get spooked out. See, now we reasoned before that all of the different deities throughout the cultures are connected to nature forces or planetary or celestial forces. See, now, when Haile Selassie was born, we were living in a time where we didn't have a lot of this type of technology that we have today. See, so by the time Haile Selassie was coronated in 1930, see, and simultaneously, like Brother Ito Ivanai explained, simultaneously in 1930, you had the Nation of Islam arise here in America. See, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Political violence fill your city, yeah. Don't involve Rasta and your say. See, 'cause Rasta don't work for no CIA. Red race. This is a red race. Red race. Anyway, this is definitely a rat race. You already know. They're all in the maze searching for the cheese. Please. Now, if you really want to tap into some serious green light energy, grab you some Malachite stone. Of course, I name all my stones. So yes, this is the Melchizedek stone. You have the right to name your stones whatever you want to name them. Who caused that stone red jasper and that pyrite and aventurine? Who are the people that named these stones? You know, they come from nature. See, so you have, the ability to give these stones their own name once you get outside of technical thinking. See, yes, Malachite is part of the copper family. See, so it definitely conducts energy. It absorbs energy. So you have to cleanse it frequently because it absorbs emotions. So, if you're feeling peace, love, and all those good feelings, it will absorb that. But if you feel angry, it absorbs those same emotions. So you want to cleanse it, and you don't want to keep Malachite with you when you're, feeling really emotionally negative. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely helps you activate your heart chakra to work in harmony with your other chakras. And there is an argument on how many chakras there is, which is a very silly argument. But anyway, to inform you guys, there are 360 chakras. See, and the ones that are on your endocrine system. Now, where, excuse me, the ones that's on your endocrine system, those 7. Now, some will argue whether there's 7 or 8. Well, the thymus chakra and the heart chakra is one energy center. See, some people think there are 2 different chakras, but where the heart and the thymus, or which they call the higher heart chakra, meet. This is the middle path of yourself. See, this is the middle path of your higher and lower self. So there are 360 chakras, little different energy centers that you might not know of, but you don't need to know about everything in your body for it to be there. See. Anyway, so Malachite helps you bring harmony to your other chakras through your heart chakra. See, and when it's time to ascend back to the green light, see, you take your lower chakras, or the chakras that are under your heart chakra, and you take your higher chakras, the ones that are above your heart chakra, and then you submerge them and squeeze them all the way into your heart chakra. See? So imagine your heart chakra expanding and building up big and big, this big green light. This big, you can't even imagine the beautifulness of this expanding green light, as all of your chakras from above and below all squeeze back into your heart chakra, becoming one chakra. Now, for that debate on how many chakras there is, there's only one. Seeing one love, one God, one aim, one goal, one destiny. You already know. That's why, and I say you are now in tune on the one, the force itself at this time. Now, so when it's time to ascend, you get back into your Merkaba spaceship, and then you fly away home to Zion, or wherever it is for you to go on your next journey. See, that's for you to find out. See, some people are trapped here. Some people chose to come here. See, so everything's here in the now. All of the dimensions are here in the now. But we're going to get into that reasoning in another reasoning session. I don't want to get too multi-dimensional on this. Be all scattered like, yo, what the is the boy talking about? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Got to make sure you guys paying attention. You already know. I know sometimes some people tune in and they just might grab a couple seconds of what I'm saying and they be like, yo, what the hell is this guy talking about? That's why, and I always say, walk with me. Have a little patience. You know, some things you got to digest. Now, Malachite is a very protective stone, and this is a perfect stone to help you block your aura field from radioactive energy coming from the electronics around you. Seeing in this new age, we've become very electronic. I like to call this the electronic age. Seeing we've become very digital at this point. Seeing a very non-organic age. But so technology is where it's at. So not trying to live in the past. So we do need to protect ourselves from these extra low frequencies, or what they call elves. So a lot of people cry about the chemtrails, and they cry about the rays coming from the electronics, and I'm not here to cry about it. I'm just here to give you a natural tool that you can combat these things with, and not just cry about them. It's a spiritual self-defense. Malachite stone is a good protective stone against psychic attack and people throwing mental beams at you, and mental whatever, people just thinking negative about you, but anyway, it's also a stone, and I know everyone wants to hear this, a stone for prosperity and abundance and all this, and all these good things, fortune, and that's what most people just want to hear when it comes to gemstones. Like, yo, which gemstone get me some bread? I ain't trying to hear all that mystical stuff. I just need a stone that's going to put some cheese in my pocket. You hear me? So I'm not here to judge. Whatever you use stones for is whatever you use stones for. Here at Christadelphia, we free thinkers, and we don't judge nobody. Anyway, I know sometimes going through transitions is very overwhelming, guys. Even transitions in your spiritual journey, going from what you think you know to knowing some more. Sometimes in your journey, you have to, really critique even that which you think you know. Critique your own knowledge. Sometimes you have to throw away or empty the cup of what you think you know, so that you can fill your cup up with some more. If your cup does runneth over, you can always fill it back up. Sometimes you have to humble yourself and know that we all know nothing. And we are all seeking to know more about self and know more about the mysteries of who they call Mother Earth, Gaia, Tiamat, Amma, who we call Unamatu. So give thanks to Her Imperial Majesty, and learn how to use the red, yellow, and green. And for all my red, black, and green, you already know. Whatever color you choose to utilize, of course. I use the blue lace agate to, get a little bit of divine inspiration with the blue light. That's why, and I said, yes, this message is brought to you today by a blue lace agate. using the blue light to help communicate with the angelic forces, and using the blue light to tap into the angelic realm, or whatever you want to call it. You can even create your own terminologies at this time. If you knew what time it was, it's time for you to create your own. Tap into that original cosmology, but make it relevant for the now. And that's how you reactivate that ancestral energy, by making it the now, not some old custom that we did thousands of years ago, which is cool to pay homage to. But a lot of people are just speculating. They're just philosophizing. They're philosophizing about culture. They're philosophizing about the gods and goddesses. They're not tapping into what they're talking about. They're not talking to the gods and goddesses. They're talking about the gods and goddesses. See? So, we're not here to philosophize too much at this point. We need to activate ourselves and use the tools that Mother Earth, or who you guys call Mother Earth, gave us to protect ourselves and our families and our environment. See? So, big ups to Mr. Malachite over here. So keep some Malachite around your house to help, block those rays all around you, especially for the children who like to be on electronics all day, staring at phones and staring at tablets. We really need to watch out for that and pay attention closely and protect their aura fields, their babies. See? So, get you a piece of Malachite and tap into that green light energy. Like you already know, we come from Zion, and Zion is Shambhala. And they all talk about Shambhala, even though they all argue over what Shambhala is. One of those common denominators, as I said 1,000 times, is Shambhala. And soon, the stick-necked fool then will come to that realization. But right now, they probably look at I as if I'm crazy, but that's cool. There is a land far, far away, where there's no night, there's only day. Look into the book of life, and you will see that there's a land far, far away. Yes, I give thanks. Embrace the truth. The truth is, you are the truth. You already know. And how you perceive that truth, that's a whole nother story. See, the world that you're in, that's your world. We're all connected to something collectively. See, it's time to get back in line with the true time continuum, because right now we are at time war. But when you even get the time to even meditate and tap into yourself, you're one step ahead of the rest of them. You already know. So, give thanks. And to all of my mad guys out there, I know I not probably bore you because you like, yeah. That's old news, Rastaman. But you know, for the young generation and for the ghetto youth them who might not have been studying that long, I hope I could bring some clarity on a whole lot of different subject matters. So tune in again, give thanks, and you already know it's all about remembrance. How do you remember that which you already know? Give thanks.